Alright, hey, it's Tuesday, June 5th, 2012. Here's Patch. And he's been a bit sneezy today. But he's, as you can see, he's really docile. He doesn't mind being messed around with. Today, I'm lucky that I started doing these vlog things, actually. Because last night after I did yesterday's, I read that Venus is going to be passing in front of the sun at around, supposed to start around 5:30, but it should be best to look at around 6. I have class at 6:30 tonight, but I'm going to try to get some footage before leaving. So I got this welder's glass. You can't really see through it just inside, but when I point it at the sun, like if I look through it with my eye at the sun, which I've been doing throughout the day, I can see the sun pretty well. Sorry, I got these cats fighting again. Maybe I'll show that again for a bit. How do you do this? It's a different tripod. Guys? He's a little sneezy. Size reference. Aww. Sneezy kitty. Buddy, be a good big brother. Alright, well anyways, as I was saying, I'm going to set up a tripod like in an hour about before I leave for class, so that I can get a decent view of this event that won't happen for like 115 more years or something apparently. So if I have kids, the only way they'll be able to see it is with this video or another video, but it'll be pretty neat. What else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, before showing that, I always wanted to try and get in like a couple things of my day and age, like in each vlog, just so that I can, I mean, I have so many things. I could just sit here and show you all of like the little knickknacks that I have that I think are cool. But what I think I'm going to do is just, I mean, every day I'll try to check in, tell you what I did. So today I set up a TV. Like we put up brackets for TVs once in a while, like an arm that has several axes, I think you say, so that you can move it and turn it. And I did something else. I don't remember what I did in the morning. What was the first thing I did in the morning? I don't remember. It was a bit more work. But yeah, to show you the couple of things that I always wanted to show before, what I wanted to show was, maybe it'll be interesting for the future of wherever pirating went, or goes rather. This, my TV's on right now, and I have if you look just over a little bit to the left there, I have that's 2 terabytes. So who knows what, if I'm watching this like 10 years from now, who knows what sort of memory you'll be able to have. Because I saw recently there's a micro SD card that had 32 gigs of memory on it, which is pretty amazing for our day and age. 32 gigs on one of those little tiny things. I imagine soon it'll be like almost a terabyte on one of those things. So I just wanted to show you my user interface. This is the TV, has USB port. I select that, I go into movies, and maybe I'll get a bit of a better view here. I was watching Boondock Saints last night, but if I go up, go back to the main menu here, these are all the movies that I have. So this is 28 Days Later, 127 Hours, 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Scanner Darkly, and it's all alphabetized. So let's see, Blazing Saddles, Blade Runner, Boardwalk Empire, that's the first and second season, I think. Yeah, which I haven't watched a lot of. This is just a movie I saw a long time ago. So yeah, just for reference. keep that on that screen for a little while. These are a lot of movies that I just took from Mac. Mac has his own external hard drive and I just transferred them. So I have like, I don't know, 200 of them or something. That's one of the things I wanted to show you, just for that user interface. Just going in and out of focus now because it doesn't know what to focus on. And look, cat silhouette. Yeah, they're probably always going to be fighting during my videos. And I can't remember what the other thing I wanted to show you was. I think it was pretty much just the TV. I don't want to show too many things in every vlog. Plus, this is going to take a while to load on YouTube. It takes a pretty long time. It takes like an hour. I have to wait an hour for it to upload. So I'll get back to you in about an hour, and we'll see if we can see Venus's transit in front of the sun. All right. I kept periodically going outside to see if I could see Venus with my what do you call it? With my welder's glass. But it was really overcast before. I could see the sun though. It's like once in a while it would break through the clouds. Still no Venus because apparently it was best to see it around 6:30 and I had to leave for class around 6:15. And it started to rain. So somewhere people got good shots of it. I was looking online while I was in class. But I mean, just to not disappoint myself, just for future reference, I remembered what I did earlier today. I went to Hio. In case I forget who that is, Hio is he lives on the reserve in Kahnawake. He's a Mohawk, and we put in security cameras his place like a year ago, and a few of them went. They didn't go dead, but the infrareds wouldn't shine at night. So we contacted Honeywell, the company that made the cameras, and we asked, is there a setting on the menu inside the camera that turns it on? And we just did a factory reset because the setting had been on, and he said maybe because we had a big storm recently and there was a power failure at Hio's place. That could have caused a loss of power in the power supply, so the IRs might not be showing up because of the power. So we tried a different power supply. We brought the camera inside to see if in the dark if the IRs would turn on, and they did turn on. So we assumed that if tonight the IRs don't turn on, it's the power supply that has a problem with it, because we saw that the IRs did turn on when used with a different power supply after being reset. And that's pretty much it. Apart from that, yeah, it's raining a lot now. I had to walk home in the rain, which is why my hair is so wet. And I started looking at future career possibilities while I was in class, because the teacher started being kind of repetitive with a few of the things. We talked about teen suicide, and I looked at the RCMP website, and I couldn't really find any information on what your education, like how that affects your entry level. So my assumption is either that as an entry level everybody starts at the same level, depending on, well, I mean, there's different categories of RCMP personnel. So they have like civilian people who just do sort of the business work, I guess, and they have like IT guys who work in the computer and stuff like that. But if you want to just be a regular officer, you have to fill out a questionnaire and do a physical test, and then they give you a polygraph test, believe it or not, after. It's like the last thing. They give you a polygraph on the questionnaire. So I'm assuming that that's so that when you take the questionnaire that you answer truthfully, because I mean they explicitly say that a polygraph isn't a lie detector test, because everybody knows, well, not everybody, but people with like at least a little bit of education on it know that a polygraph is super inaccurate. In fact, I think maybe one state still allows polygraph tests in the court. You're not allowed using a polygraph as evidence in in a case. So I assume that it's so that people will answer truthfully on the questionnaire. And the questionnaire includes questions on like what recreational drugs you've used, or like if you've ever abused any pharmaceutical drugs. It asks really strange questions like, what's the worst thing that anyone would say you've ever done to them? And I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know, I can't really think of anything. I don't know. Maybe it's when I tell Steph that she's mean. But it asks if you've ever been in like a physical altercation with somebody. And I thought, yeah, I've been in like 2 when I was young. So I could say the worst thing that I've ever done it to someone is that I've beaten them up. But some of these questions are kind of like, they're just ethical questions. Because they say they're not looking for the perfect person, they're just looking for a person who meets their needs. Which is kind of, I don't know, comforting in a way, because I know that I could fit into what they want. Because, I mean, I'm a law-abiding citizen, but a few of the questions involve like, do you know people, like, are you involved in people who you know who sell drugs? And I'm thinking, well, like, I think at any point one person or another has had like, I don't know, 2 grams of marijuana and one of their friends is like, hey, can I buy a 5-piece off you? And you're like, okay. So it's like, okay, now I have to answer yes on the questionnaire that it's like I have sold illegal drugs or illicit drugs. But I mean, I guess they gauge it based on how harsh it is. It's like, it's not like I sold $5 worth of heroin, you know. So I assume that polygraph is just so people answer appropriately in the questionnaire. So these 2 cats are getting along very well now. I'm going to try to keep this short. Don't want to talk too much, but I'm just... Oh yeah, that's the last thing. I read up about it. They're having a meeting. They have like recruitment meetings twice a month or something. Or at least it's happening twice this month. One was today at 1 o'clock. I couldn't have gone anyways. But I felt kind of disappointed when I saw that. And the next one is in 15 days on the 20th. So I'm going to go there on the 20th. I'll take work off. It's a Wednesday. It's at 1 o'clock. There's a French one at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I was kind of happy that the English one was a bit later because I don't want to have to wake up at like 7:30 in the morning to go to a recruitment thing and be all tired. Because when I'm tired, there's no point. I'm going to do that, and I'll see where that takes me. I'll see if maybe as a recruiter or cadet you can continue your education. Who knows? Maybe it's useless to continue school and this will be my last semester if I find out. Because the physical test doesn't look too difficult. As a future career, I think it pays like $65,000 starting salary, and within the first 3 years you're supposedly move up to like $83,000 after 3 years incrementally. The benefits are amazing because it's a government job, so they have dental and medical coverage, and even like clothing. It said like for off-duty clothing. I don't remember exactly what they said. Maybe I'm misunderstanding that. But either way, I think that, you know, I've always wanted a government job. I think that this is the job for me. Maybe in the future that'll be what I'm doing. And when I look back on this, I'll think, hey, that's funny. That's what I always wanted to do. Or maybe it'll be something completely different and I'll look back and I'll say, wow, I really changed my mind about that. So that's all I really wanted to get into. And I'm sorry that we missed Venus in transit, but it wasn't really that exciting. It was just a little dot moving across the sun. Maybe in the future we'll have something more exciting happening. I mean, I know that my children will be able to see Halley's Comet. I might live to be old enough. I think I have to live to like, I think the next one happens in like 60 years, so I'll have to be like, I'll be 80 when it happens, but that's much more exciting than this little dot going across the sun that you can't even see. So look forward to that, Halley's Comet. Beautiful. See you tomorrow.